Right, hello. Welcome back. I don't know what that was about, but hello to you anyway. So this is my new series that I'm going to start. It's basically Poundland Pickups. Poundland, if you didn't know, is just basically like a dollar store you have in America or whatever. I personally work in a Poundland. It sells things for £1. 99.9% of the stuff is a quid. So basically what they do is they do refurbished DVDs. If you ever heard of Music Magpie, it's people's old DVDs and they refurbish them and sell them on to companies like Poundland, Pound Stretchers or whatever, and they just circulate it. So I do the deliveries, so basically I get first look and see what DVDs they have. They don't always have these refurbished DVDs, but so anyway, yeah, this is my new series. As I said, it's going to be like every time I pick some up. So I brought about 15 quid's worth, £1 each obviously. So let's get started. Sorry for the background mess. There's normally toilet rolls or something up there, but it's 2 o'clock in the morning. So the first pickup I got was Planet of the Apes, the new one. I don't really want to watch it. I do and I don't, because the original was fucking awesome. People have said this is really good, so I'd have to watch it. Tim Roth, Mike Wahlberg, etc, etc. It's about planet and apes, which is nice. Next up is a comedian. I didn't meet him, but my girlfriend did. We was coming back from a place called Eastbourne to Bexhill, where this comedian lives, and my girlfriend decided to go up to him and ask for a photo, and I just stood there watched. I could have got a photo, but I didn't. I didn't like him when I was growing up, but I saw his San Francisco stand-up on YouTube, and I fucking awesome, so I got into it from that, which is Eddie Izzard, Sexy Live. I'm not a fan of his newest stuff, but late 90s, early noughties, just insane comedian, hilarious. Next up is X-Files, I Want to Believe. I basically loved the series. I remember staying up late on BBC Two watching it on a weeknight, school night, and just staying up. I absolutely adored it. I didn't like when Doggett, was his name Doggett, come in. I didn't like them. I didn't stop watching it then. But early teen, I was a big fan of Gillian Anderson. She was quite hot at the time, and yeah. But this film got slated. I think it's got Billy Connolly in it, isn't it? Is that the one? Anyway, not bad. A typical Denzel Washington film. We've got Inside Man. Denzel Washington for me has just gone from the past like 10 years just making the same old Hollywood action bullshit. The last film that I proper enjoyed him in, other than taking a Pelham 123, whatever it was, my phone's just gone off, was that's really distracted me. Denzel Washington. Taking Pelham 123 or whatever it was. That was quite a good film, but Training Day is one of my top 5 favourite films of all time. I went to the cinema to see this. I enjoyed it, but just never watched it again. A bit like Borat. I loved Borat, went to the cinema to see it, and never watched it again. Just really strange. But that's Inside Man. Next up is Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl, the first film. Critics hate this series. Well, it's just critics hate anything that's, anything other than it's not mentioned about Shakespeare. And if it's got Shakespeare in it or some Colin Firth, King's Speech or some shit. But anything other than that, the critics hate films like this. But they forget it's a family entertainment. It's entertaining. It's not supposed to be taken too seriously. I mean, the fourth one was shit. I'll give them that. The fourth one was bollocks. But Jeffrey Rush, Johnny Depp, Orlando Bloom, Keira Knightley, who plays every single posh English woman in the world. That's all she can play. Bit of a, I want to say monotone actress, but monotone's not the right word. Cliched, maybe. But yeah, the first one, I enjoyed them, except for the fourth one. As I said, the fourth one was just awful. Next up is Any Given Sunday. Al Pacino, Cameron Diaz, Jamie Foxx, James Woods. I've never watched it. People tell me it's fucking awesome. I'll have to give it a try. A special edition director's cut. I don't know. I don't really like sports films. It might not just... It's obviously more than sports, but... Don't know. Next up is Night Watch. I watched this around my girlfriend's house a couple of weeks back. Well, I watched about halfway and then it kind of got a bit bland. But basically, you have like night zombie and day zombies. Well, they're not zombies, but what are they? Whatever. They're forces that do. So you got night zombie things and day zombie things. They've clashed, and then they come to a term to the night. And the day zombies will control each thing. It's very confusing, but it's okay. Night Watch, or Nokoi Dozoa. It's a Russian film. It's okay. Right, next up is Bourne Identity. Not seen any of the Bourne films. I know there's a new one that's just been released without Matt Damon in it. It's just one of them films I've never got round to watching, really. Next up is 28 Days Later. I've got 3 copies of this, and for some reason I fancy picking up a 4th. I don't even... I like it, but if you haven't seen it, it's just about a man that wakes up in a hospital and zombie apocalypse has happened, and he's got to go around London. And he sees Tim Roth and blah blah blah. No, it's not Tim Roth, it's Robert Carlyle. So, 28 Weeks Later was the sequel, but 28 Days Later, it was okay. It's a good, entertaining film. Next up is an abomination of films and the endless possibilities they had. Starring Mila Djokovic, Evil Never Dies. Resident Evil. A lot of fans were calling to do, when they first did this, to do like Resident Evil, the first one, the game, to do a mansion storyline with Jill Valentine and stuff, and Barry Burton and Albert Wesker, but they decided to completely add someone that's never been mentioned in the games. What's her name? What's her name in this? Alice. So they had endless possibilities, and they keep churning the same shit out now. I think there's another one being made now. The third one's got... what's her name? Not Alicia. What's her name? Ashanti. Any film that gets any hip-hop or rappers or R&B singers in, it's going to be shit. Next up, another typical... This is what I mean about Denzel Washington. Man on Fire. Typical Hollywood... action, explosions every 2 minutes probably. Never seen this one. It's got Christopher Walken in. Yeah. I don't know why I'm moaning about these. I had a choice. These are the ones I picked. I'm very stubborn. I don't know why, but I buy. Yeah, I don't know. Right, next up is a comedian. I was a huge fan of this comedian until his last DVD came out, and I realised, and even this DVD, when I watched it, it was just a bit too samey. Which is Lee Evans, Big, live at the O2. I grew up watching these West End ones, live at Her Majesty's Royal Theatre and all this. and he was absolutely fucking hilarious. Wembley one, Scotland, they're priceless, but then it got a bit too samey. And I don't want to sound a bit sexist, but he's very much a woman's comedian now. And he just goes on about his wife and kids, and that's what he's made his career for the past 20 years. Still, if you've got, you know, if you want to hang out with your girlfriend or whatever you want to do, it's always good just to pop it on for a laugh. Then he was also in There's Something About Mary, in case you didn't know. Next up is Blade 2. It's got a special edition box set thingy, whatever it is. 2-disc box set and Blade Trinity. I can't remember, I think it's Blade Trinity. It's got Triple H in it, wrestler. But I can't say I've actually sat down and proper watched them. But it is what it is. Yeah, can't say much more about Blade. Right, the last two. Haley Joel Osment, whatever you say his name, and Jude Law in AI, Artificial Intelligence. Not the greatest film ever made, partly because it's got Jude Law in it. Haley Joel Osment, I haven't seen him for years. I bet he's a crack addict now, isn't he? He was just one of these kids that in every film ever, and he just never seemed to age. Maybe that was just me. But yeah, AI. The last one, Halle Berry in Gothica. Mixed reviews. I've never seen it. People give me mixed reactions. They say it's okay, it's not too bad, and then some people say it's shit. Some people say they love it. But it is what it is. Gothica. So yeah, that's my collection. I don't know how many that was, so I'm just going to say 15. As I said, I got them all from Poundland. Every time we get some new ones come in, I'll show you all what I got. Apologies. It's currently 3 AM in the morning, a bit tired, got work in the morning, but this was the third time I made the video. The first time I didn't put the light on and it was awful. It looked like I recorded it off a potato. This one's not going to be much better, but it should all be sorted soon. I'm going to tidy this all up. So yeah, thanks for watching. Bye bye.